Thursday. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's George. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot. And for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the three spot. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, here's Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. From deep, George. They get it back. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. A putback, and Embiid is right there.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now, here's Brown. A three from Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Boy, don't let Porzingis get cooking from three-point territory. He is a sweet shooting big man.
Embiid with a screen on Brown. George against Brown. Embiid, the pass to Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And Maxey wasting no time, clapping right back with his own triple.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And here's Maxey following the three from Drew Holiday. Embiid inside. He's against Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
No good on the second free throw. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Shoot two.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Now here is Holiday. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Here's White. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
To me, this is when Derek White is at his most dangerous. When the jumper is falling, it opens up the other aspects of his game.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather, and maybe just one or two things to talk about. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Back to Maxey. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid, true on the 14-footer. Embiid's got 5 points so far.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. Oubre pulls it in.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Ball's knocked loose. On the wing, George. Embiid with a screen on Tatum. Here's George. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Embiid, no good. Celtics have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside Tatum. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Oubre. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
I tell you, it doesn't matter if you're right up on Kelly Oubre. He can out-jump you and find a way to score it.
Now Holiday, he has 5. Outside Tatum. Brown with a screen on Oubre. The outside leaner. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Just tremendous understanding and fundamental basketball by Jason Tatum in pick-and-roll action. Beautiful.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, George. Pass to Grimes. Embiid the screen. Shot by Grimes. No good. Now here's Tatum. Makes it off the glass.
I love the advantage he has from the speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Yabusele. He's out there with Edwards. Butler out there with Joel Embiid. And it's McCain in at the 2. Pass to Pritchard. Six to shoot. The three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's McCain. This one for three. And Horford pulls it down. Celtics leading by 4. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
Buries it from three-point range.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Outside Butler. Shoots the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
And here is Butler. Spins. Craig pulls it in. Boston leading by 6. Left side Tatum. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Porzingis is checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Torrey Craig. And then for Philadelphia, Kelly Oubre is checked in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler. The 76ers trail by 6. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. White comes in for Pritchard.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And George kicks to Maxey. Five to shoot. He can't get that one to fall. Holiday with the defensive effort. Celtics leading by 6. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Now Maxey. After Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Sinking the tough shot. Jason Tatum.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior. Yes, sir.
Oubre outside. Outside, George. A three. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. 1:12 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's White. Shot clock at 6. And another basket for Boston. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 7. George passes to Oubre. Count that one.
I'll tell you, Kelly Oubre Jr. can play with confidence on the interior, and that's a result of his vertical.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Brown wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Here's George. Again, Philadelphia.
We call that money from the mid-range. PG doing his thing in the sweet spot.
Tatum looking around. Shoots over Oubre. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Grimes. And the 3 ball is good. Now it's just a 3-point Celtic lead. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtics. They're up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Here's Holiday. White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. Inside, Tatum automatic.
Just tremendous confidence from Jason Tatum. This guy understands I am a scorer even at the most elite level.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from Joel Embiid.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Holiday at the line for 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Outside, White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got 6.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir, I'm putting this one home.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Grimes. In the corner, George with it. Now here's Embiid. 5 on the clock. Here's Grimes. Sinks the three-pointer. Grimes has got his second basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
White against Maxey. George looking around. No good. That would have tied it. The Celtics with the lead.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. First one falls for him. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here's Oubre. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Oubre's got 6.
Using those sight lines to find an open guy. Embiid always ready to deliver.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Porzingis against Embiid. Pass to Pritchard. Over Maxey. A shot by Pritchard, no good. 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. They set the pick. To the inside. Kicks it out to Maxey. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
1:07 left in the third. Out left to the wing. Here's Embiid. 9 points in the game so far. For the tie. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And really, Embiid is a threat to score from anywhere. The defense has got to honor him.
Outside Tatum. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside, Maxey pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes for the lead. Good D by Holiday.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And he gets the bucket.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
Bounce pass Maxey. Embiid inside the line. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Celtics lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3/4 behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Taking a look at the 76ers. Edwards is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Butler. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. Now here's Embiid. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Tatum for 3. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Outside Butler. Embiid sets the pick for Butler. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Outside Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Horford finds Tatum for the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
The 76ers trail by 6. Butler feeling out of it. Embiid against Horford. Clock at 6. Horford against Embiid. Craig pulls it in.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Lets the 3 fly. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
And into the floor right now, it's Celtics Entertainment.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. Let's see if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Bounce pass, Maxey. Oubre passes to Embiid. Back to Oubre. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Oubre against Tatum. Kicks it out to Maxey. 6 to shoot. Looking to end the run. Buries the long-range jumper.
The shortest 3 in the game. Maxey solid from that corner.
Outside, White. Pass to Tatum. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Maxey looking it over. To the middle. Porzingis with the steal. Oubre with the steal. Here's Grimes. Pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. Over Brown. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Now just a 4-point Boston lead. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Tatum. From downtown. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Embiid. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis.
Wow, Embiid pulls the defender in close and then gets all the contact he wants.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
And Embiid drops them both.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Oubre against Tatum. They can't stop the run with that one. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Here's Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
There's Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Embiid.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
At the line for 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Pass to Grimes. Maxey finds Oubre. Now Embiid, guarded by Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis.
And how about the poise from Embiid? Gets fouled, but stays with the shot and able to get that one in the air.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 2 here. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
3rd team foul. At the line for 2, Jason Tatum.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And what's their best move at this point?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Shot by Grimes. No good. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line, Jaylen Brown. At the line for 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And the 76ers call time here. 5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Here's Embiid. The 76ers with another miss. So So it's the Celtics picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.